Alright, so today we're going to go over exactly why you should not start a gaming YouTube channel if you're over the age of like 16. This isn't coming from anywhere. I am personally a person who started a gaming YouTube channel at the age of 16, exactly what I'm telling you not to start, and I gained over 200,000 subscribers, making hundreds and thousands of dollars from that channel, from the products. But here is why I am discouraging you to do such a thing. So at the start of it all makes sense. Like at the very beginning, you start making some good money, you get lots of views, a lot of people like gaming videos, and if you get success off of it, it does feel good and it feels like you're actually going to go somewhere, right? Now, the first hurdle that you will encounter is you need to pick a niche, right? Most people that do gaming pick a certain game. So for me personally, I picked Terraria, right? I built the channel to nearly 200,000 subscribers, but after hours and hours of milking the game, there's only so much stuff you can do until you start losing interest. So that is the number one thing that hinders the progression of most gaming channels, is they lose interest for the game that they started. So I have many YouTube friends that have nearly 500,000 subscribers and they just hate the game that they must play, and at the end of the day they end up quitting, with the channel completely going to nowhere. And this perfectly transitions into my next point, is if you pick a single game as your niche, at the end of the day you're going to want to expand. And let me tell you about the case of the gaming channel who plays one game and wants to expand away from that game. So what do you think happens? You garner an audience that only likes to watch one single game from you. So if you just use your brain, I believe you're pretty smart. What would happen if you garner customers that buy chocolate from you? You are renowned for your chocolate and how well you make chocolate, and then you introduce them mint gum. Are they gonna buy the mint gum from you? No, they came to you for chocolate, in the same way that many of my viewers came to me for Terraria. And if I post any other game that I may enjoy, they're not gonna stick to it. They're not gonna watch it because frankly, they don't care. They will find another YouTuber that does it better, and you as one gaming YouTuber can't really do it all. I mean, you could try your best. There's maybe a small percentage of people that may be able to do it, but let's be real, for the most part, most people won't be able to expand past the game that they started with. And I've seen many channels go down that way, and it is a tragic thing to see. Another thing that we must go over is gaming channels are notoriously non-monetizable. So not only is the RPM, or the CPM, which is basically how much money you make from 1,000 views, notoriously low, being the lowest in the entire industry of YouTube almost, but along with this, it's very hard to monetize your audience. For most games, your audience is going to be children, and what are children most notably known for? Being broke. So essentially, you're gonna have to be selling to the child, and the child needs to sell their parent, and then you need to sell the parent at the end of the day, which makes it so much harder to go through and sell them a product. And most products that you can produce as a gaming channel are not very efficient at selling. So something like plushies or like shirts, just merch in general, will not do any good unless you have like over 2-3 million followers. Or the only way I could see this being possible is if your audience is over the age of like 18. But if you're playing most games, like most people, like Minecraft, Roblox, Call of Duty, all those games are just filled with children viewers, so try to stay away from that. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is if you are an ambitious boy, an ambitious man, you're gonna at the end of the day have to quit video games sooner or later, just playing them for fun. I think we all go through that phase where as you're growing up, video games tend to seem less and less fun, and you just lose interest over time. Now imagine if your whole business model is built off of playing video games like mine is, for example, and then you suddenly realize, oh hey, I hate playing video games. I enjoy the real life far more. I'd rather go outside, I'd rather talk to people, I'd rather actually build my real life skills, because the real life video game that we are living currently is so much more fun than whatever I get to play at the end of the day. So what happens then? You lose interest, you lose motivation, and your channel dies. This is what happens to many people. This is why I totally recommend, again, starting a gaming channel. Please consider your options. There are so many better channels you could start. If you're doing it for money, just start a business of some sort. Start an online business. There's such a higher likelihood that you will succeed on an online business than starting a YouTube channel if you're just going at it for the money. But yeah, I hope some of this cleared up some confusion, and hopefully you can understand that I'm coming from a place of love and wishing that I hadn't made these mistakes when I first started. Of course, you can still make money. It's all great. There are exceptions, but keep some of these points in mind. Maybe it'll help you out in your future endeavors. If you learn something new, subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video, bro. Peace out.